Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Jared Leto, lead singer with his brother Shannon, and they have new music coming out. We need to speak to the great man himself. Is he up there? Jared Leto, have you got us?
Jared.
Hello.
Oh, there he is. Mate, where are you? You're in the hallway at the moment. Do you need to drop something off? You okay? We haven't got you too early.
No, brother, I'm just waiting at home for you to show up. I got dinner on the fucking stove. I'll whip up some magic for you.
Well, can Jared Leto cook? I mean, there's a great question. And if he does, what's his signature dish?
Honestly, I'm terrible. I burn everything because I'm so goddamn impatient. I cook everything on high. But of course, during COVID, we all thought we got a little bit better.
Yeah, we did.
But basically, we're cooking songs the whole time we've been at COVID. We baked up like 200 different songs, and that was a mess, but really, really fun.
Mate, it's exciting. We are so excited to have 30 Seconds of Mars back. You are back, and you've toured here in Australia before. You've got your fans are called the Echelon. They also call the Cult as well because your fans love this band so much. So you are lucky that you wrote those songs during the pandemic, or else they would have been coming after you, Jared Leto, at some stage.
You got to feed the machine, man. You got to make everybody happy. But honestly, it's been by the time we go on tour next year, it'll be 6 years since we've toured. It's 5 years since we put an album out. And even for a band that's very slow like us, I mean, this is our sixth album, and we've been a band for, 25 plus years. This was even slower. But, partly because of COVID, but, generally we're just kind of slow.
Yeah.
But it's an exciting time. 5 days until the album comes out.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's the end of the world, but it's a beautiful day, which is, I think, true.
Yeah.
And hopefully we're going to get down under sometime. So
Love that.
That's very exciting to hear.
Do you know what? I think if you were working with your brother too, one of the great things about a family member would be that you can be very direct. So there'd be no subtleties. So if someone's writing music, you can turn around and go, oh man, that's terrible. There's no way we're doing that.
Yeah, but then Shannon can do that to you as well. Is that how it works out, Jared?
And you know how it is with your brothers or sisters. You don't even have to say it. It's just that one look. Like, wait, what did you mean by that? What was that? You might want to call the rest of the day off. Yeah. I think we know that it's too dangerous at this point to go there. So we tread lightly with each other because at this age and at this time we draw blood.
Well, let's talk. Can we talk about that? Because, dude, you're taking. I mean, for your age, 51, and the way that you look is unbelievable. But you're taking adrenaline to the next level. You're climbing these huge rocks. You're climbing buildings in New York. We need to work out something for you. If you do come down under with 30 Seconds to Mars, well, you need to bungee off the Harbour Bridge, or we need to work something out for you, Jared.
Oh, I would be happy to. If they give me permission, we could climb the tallest building in Sydney, and I would do that in a heartbeat.
Yes.
That's like sounds like let's put the message out now. And that does it for me. I like to climb. I've started free diving recently. That's really fascinating.
Did you had quite a scary moment in 2020 when you were rock climbing, Jared?
Yeah, I almost died. I mean, it was a freak accident. Normally ropes are very strong until they're not, right? And I took a fall about 600 feet up, and I knew I was going to fall, and that's okay. I had a rope on, it's fine. And sometimes it's part of the process. You fall, you get back on, you figure out, you fall, you get back on, and then you make it.
God.
But I took a fall, and I swung out over about 600 feet. It was a little ledge upside down, and there was a very steep cliff. So I was upside down climbing. As I started to come around, I fell, and I swung out 600 feet. And the rope started to cut because it was wrapped around the rock. And in a matter of just seconds, I could feel this pop, 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 pop as I swung out over the 600 feet. And as I swung back, I felt more pop, pop, pop. And I looked up and I saw the rope being core shot. I saw it just being cut. I had to grab onto the wall, and then I missed it. And I had to swing out one more time. But I yelled up to Alex. I said, lower me. And he lowered me. So the next time I swung in, it cut in a different spot. And I didn't have as much momentum, so it didn't cut as much. I managed to grab onto the wall And then we had to figure out how to get down with this rope that was cut. But he's a maniac.
Like that.
Oh man, lucky to be here.
See, now that
Lucky
would
to be
if
here.
if you could integrate that into part of the performance as well.
near-death experience
It's just
kind of
while
thing.
you're up on stage, this
Oh,
could
my
be
God.
massive.
I actually had a chance. We did something for Lollapalooza. I got to jump off the top of the stage. It was like 100 and something feet, and that was a blast. But it's fun to do that stuff.
That's extreme.
Well, do you know what?
That is extreme.
We've had a great relationship with you. You probably, because you do so many interviews, Jared, you probably don't remember, but the last time that you were on the show,
It wasn't very funny.
You were promoting Morbius, and
It
we were
wasn't
talking about how hairy you are. Whipper here, he started going through puberty at the age of about 8, 9 years of age.
And he's very sensitive about it.
He won a beard growing competition at a school camp when
In
he
year
was
nine,
in year 9.
I bet the teachers.
Jared, you can't. I don't know if you can remember this, but he took his top off, and this was your reaction. Take your top off. You've got to see this.
Why am I standing here with my shirt off?
Did you cut an M or a V into your chest hair shaped as an M for Morbius? Hey, the next time we're not even going to use CG. We're just going to put my head on your body. I did hear that for transplants, they'll take it off your nipple and your chest hair. And you could have hair down to your lower forehead. Bye, guys.
Absolutely cooked me.
It was the best.
Cooked me beautifully.
Hasn't changed.
I love you and your hair, brother. It's all
Thank you,
good,
mate.
man.
You too, buddy.
Love
You
you.
too.
You're a family man.
That's
I do
right.
remember. I remember you guys. Of course, I remember you because I actually had fun talking to you. And, you know, when you do 50 interviews in a day, you remember the fun ones. Let me tell you.
I reckon what you just heard went for about 4 minutes of roast. I think we got one question in.
We love you, Jared Leto, as well. 30 Seconds to Mars, the new album. It's the end of the world, but it's a beautiful day. It's out this Friday. We love this band, and if you're part of the Echelon, the cult, can you promise us, Jared, that you will be performing down under?
You know, I have to say, like, you're supposed to be coy about this but I have to say, man, absolutely, we got to get down there.
Your little beauty.
We got
Your little beauty.
Yes, we owe it to ourselves as well. It's a beautiful place. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm obsessed with UFC. And there was an insane fight last night. I have a lot of great fighters.
And we're going to go and check out some tall buildings in Sydney before you get here in preparation.
If you guys get a call from someone, let me know. I'm in. We can do something real fun. I'm in.
All right,
Maybe it's a good time.
Let's do it.
Do it. All right, Jared Leto.
Thank you, guys.
Love you, brother. Thank you.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you.
Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.